Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I just wanted to do a short one that kind of goes through all of the scars and different incisions that I've had with having this birth defect, and kind of just the normal things you'll see, and just a little bit of a story or history to them. First, we'll start off with like the most obvious one. I parted my hair just so that this would be a little bit easier. But the incision from ear to ear, I hope I'm getting, yep, looks like that's good. So the incision from ear to ear runs just about even with your ear, and then follows all the way around. And I've actually had surgery where they've pulled this tighter together so that it wasn't so wide. It used to be about twice this size, but I actually went in and they made it smaller for me so it didn't affect so much of my hair. Luckily I do have very thick hair, so it hides it very, very well, and I am thankful for that. So then next, I just wanted to start kind of like from the eyes down to the chin. So when I've had eye muscle surgery, or I've had tear ducts put in, or any of that stuff, I do have scars right in the corner of my eye. On both of them, you'll see little, I don't know so you'll see light scars right here and right here where work was done, and then sutured up, mostly dissolvable stitches. But a lot of times with the incision in my head, I have had staples in there quite a few times that had to be removed, because it needs a stronger hold, obviously, than just what stitches can do. And then if you look at my nose, so right here is where the incision started back when I was 9 years old, and they did the first implant from my hip, the bone graft implant from my hip. And then just the past few years when I've had some touch-up stuff done is when they went in and extended the line all the way up my nose. So you can see it very faint. It started right here and then goes all the way up to just about here, so they could access everything here. I went in 2 years ago and I was trying to get a little bit of a nose job to make it more straighter, but because there's so much tissue and so much scar tissue in there, they weren't really able to do anything to it at this point. So there's no kind of redoing the nose or adding anything to it or thinning it or anything. It kind of just is what it is. So we'll take that. I have had implants put on both sides. And this side I am also legally blind in. The last surgery I had entailed them sewing, literally suturing my eye shut. And it had to stay like that for a week. Was it a week? Just about a week, maybe 3-4 days. Wasn't that long, because of what they were trying to do. I have nothing under here to support this eye. It's literally, there's like nothing, and then there's an implant right here. On this side, I do have bone right here, and then the implant on the other side, but this doesn't have anything to support it. So what they were trying to do was to raise the eye up and put it in a higher level to give it the extra support. That didn't work because, once again, the scar tissue and everything is not as pliable as it was from when I was younger, so they weren't able to have that work for the 4 to 7 days that I had it sutured shut. So the next thing that they want me to do is go back in to have the same type of surgery, have it stitched shut, but this time I'll have to do it for 2 weeks, and I've really been stalling on having that done because who wants to have their eyes stitched shut for 2 weeks? I know I need to. It's just a matter of when I'll be doing it. And then I do have scars in the back of my ear where they have taken a little bit of my ear to put in other places to fill in. On this side, I don't have anything. It was just back here, and that's just at the base of the ear. And then I have in my arms, I have scars from where they had to stitch IVs in place when I was younger, and that's on both hands. They kind of had to stitch them right in. And I do have that also on my ankles too. So at some point when I was a baby, a toddler, they put IVs in my ankles and had them stitched shut so they wouldn't fall out or I couldn't yank them out. And the last thing I have that I can think of is on my hip. I have about this big of a scar from where they did the first bone graft from my left side of my hip. So that's just a skinny line. It's, like I said, about that big. But this just kind of gives you a better understanding, like the afterwards of after you're done healing, after everything is settled, what you have as reminders or you have to kind of deal with. And like I said in the beginning, I'm very thankful that I have thick hair. It covers that scar, and that would have been the most significant one that I would want to make sure it was covered. The rest of them I don't really worry about. I've never gotten comments about them, never really noticed, or just people just didn't say anything. So I think they're all good. But if you have any questions, leave them down below. Thanks for taking the moment to watch the video. And if you have any questions, like I said, email me. I have a Facebook page. Send me a message or leave a comment below. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.